I think this is so ridiculous for Craig Counsell, someone who's trying to throw something out there that would ultimately hurt the game of baseball. Because the truth is that superstars like Shohei Ohtani that have a very unique ability, by unique I mean literally one of one, guess what?
Well, there's not another player like that, but one team gets different rules for that player.
Awesome stuff there. I wanted to play that until the very end because Dave Roberts, he responded to Craig Counsell's comments that he made about Shohei Ohtani. And let's get into that next. And I want to get your thoughts on that during the seventh inning stretch. But Craig Counsell had a lot to say about Shohei Ohtani. And he said that basically, essentially, that it's bizarre where the Dodgers and the team that has Shohei Ohtani gets to benefit from this rule. And basically, you guys know the rule where Shohei Ohtani pitches, you essentially get an extra pitcher on the roster, and that is how it is. And we understand that, hey, this rule was in place for a long time when Shohei Ohtani is with the Angels. Craig Counsell, what he said specifically is, quote, and then there's one team that's allowed to carry basically one of both, and that he gets special consideration, which is probably the most bizarre rule for one team. So Craig Counsell is not a fan of Shohei Ohtani getting the special treatment. Hey, guess what, Craig? You can go find a pitcher that can pitch, that can also hit at the big league level, and you can take advantage of that rule. Hey, why don't you go ask Paul Skeens? Ask Paul Skeens, who hit at LSU, who modeled his game after Shohei Ohtani as a two-way player. Paul Skeens, great pitcher. Can he hit the big league level? No. If he could, then sure, you get the extra roster spot there. Also did some digging, and there is a player in the Cubs organization named Cole Mathis who's hitting .294. He's slugging .765 in A-ball, also has a 3.6 ERA with 90 strikeouts to 30 walks and 100 college innings. Could he be a guy that in the Cubs organization could do a two-way status? Come on now. Wow. Breaking news. Having Shohei Ohtani is an advantage for your team. I mean, I think this is so ridiculous for Craig Counsell, someone who's trying to throw something out there that would ultimately hurt the game of baseball. Because the truth is that superstars like Shohei Ohtani that have a very unique ability, by unique I mean literally one of one, guess what? Deal with it. Deal with it. Cry harder, cry more, Craig Counsell. And I can't wait. Pete Crow Armstrong going to get boos. Craig Counsell's going to get boos. I mean, why would you do that, right? Does he want Ohtani to take up 2 roster spots? I mean, come on now. Let's, every time Shohei Ohtani pitches, we just have a position player pitching conversation. Because if Craig Counsell wanted to get in on this in the two-way player thing, well, that's the wrong place to be. Because the truth is that this is something that's probably not going to be done again. And why weren't people like Craig Counsell complaining when Ohtani was on the Angels? I mean, at the beginning there was some talk. But it's different when Shohei's on a team with stars and a better organization. So, I mean, the truth is this is why Craig Counsell is such an idiot for saying this. And that's because if Shohei counted as a normal pitcher, right? Let me lay this out there. If Shohei Ohtani counted as a normal pitcher, then the Dodgers would be at a disadvantage because one of their pitchers is taking additional risk by making 500 to 600 to 700 plate appearances a year, as well as pitching. So if someone is doing something that is unique, it's one of one, the rules, they're accounting for it. It shouldn't penalize his team. It really shouldn't. The rule isn't also just for Shohei Ohtani. Like Dave Roberts said, hey, at the grassroots level, little league level, high school level, college level, whatever, find a guy that can do it. And guess what? Here's the thing that makes me so impassioned about this is I would look Craig Counsell dead in the eye right now and say, hey, Craig, if Shohei Ohtani was a Chicago Cub, would you be complaining about this? The answer is absolutely not. He would not have any issue with this whatsoever because he'd be looking at wins and 50 homer seasons and dominant pitching, right? So it's just the fact that no one else is capable of doing what he does. That shouldn't be held against Shohei Ohtani. The fact that no one can do what Shohei Ohtani can do, that's your problem, not his problem, right? So he's earned that advantage by being a one-of-one player, by being a unicorn. So I go on for days, but cry more Craig Counsell. I hope he never wins with the Cubs. I hope that they finish in last place. I hope that they hang the L flag in Chicago and that we have another 108-year World Series drought because of Craig Counsell trying to diminish and discredit, essentially, and try to say that the Dodgers are getting special attention. I hope that Craig Counsell ultimately loses his job one day because do not bite the hand that feeds you. Shohei Ohtani is good for the Cubs. And if I have to explain that, then you don't know ball, right? Let's be honest. So I know it's a late night. I'm a little sick. I'm a little under the weather. So I had to get that out of my system. All right, let's hear from you guys during the 7th inning stretch.
The 7th inning stretch.
Mr. Classic, just get Joey Gallo. Counsell didn't cry when Ohtani was an angel. Exactly, that's what I said. It won't work against the GOAT. We got Counsell's batting stance was a crime in and of itself. Fire take. Yeah, that bat was all high. You don't tug on Superman's cape, okay? I love that. Don, we've got Lola. People hate successful people. It's a good one. Lola, what's going on? Delirium. The jealousy throughout the league is intensifying from Delirium. Absolutely. Keith Potter, a slap hitter like Counsell, would cry about that. He absolutely would. What's up, Stanley? What's up, Snafu? Shohei revitalized the major leagues. He deserves special treatment. But like I said, this is not a Shohei Ohtani problem. This is a you problem. Okay? Get the next one. Delirium, I hope the Reds or Pirates win the National League Central this year. Absolutely. Counsell, not like us. There you go. Craig needs to zip it. Yeah, if you're Craig Counsell, why would you do that before? Why would you do that before you're going to face the Dodgers in their house, too? That's a big mistake. Don Davis, can y'all give T-Rex a birthday shout-out? What's up, T-Rex? Yeah. I love it. D-Mac, can I get a birthday shout-out? What's up, T-Rex? There's your birthday shout-out. They give you a big blowout win on your B-Day. Okay, let's do some more comments here. What's up, Jay Smooth? You guys are killing me with the comments. I love it. He's Shohei Ohtani. He's different than you, Craig. There you go. Okay. Cancel Counsell. Ruben, I love the passion, but that's a little too much. We're going to cancel the dude. Okay. Why don't we call this dude Cancun Cancel? Cancun Counsell when the Cubs inevitably end up there. Clayton Tennis, D-Mac, until the bullpen recovers, Shohei needs to have the energy to go 7 innings, so the Dodgers need to have the hot rushing be the DH on Wednesday. I'm totally here for that. If it's a couple, I don't want to see this take 100 to 200 at-bats away from Shohei, but if it's 30, 40 throughout the course of the season and allows him to zero in on start days, which I think he wants to do because he wants to win the Cy Young, and then Dalton Rushing, who... Dalton Rushing told me himself that Shohei told him to hit a home run. That tells you that Shohei was on board. He even joked that hey, we had a pretty good DH there. So I think that Shohei's enjoying this. I think he trusts his teammates to pick up the slack offensively when he's out there. So I'm in on that plan. Like I said, I don't want it to take away the entire unicorn experience. I want to see at least 20 starts where he pitches and he hits. But if this is a way for him to perform better on the mound, to get rushing at bats, to get himself in a position to win the Cy Young, then I'm all for that. So I like that. Craig Counsell. There we go. All right, you guys, that's the comment of the show. Counsell is trash. Okay, Kung Fu, Fusty. The only point that needs to be made is what you already said. The things people complain about will be a non-issue if they benefited from them. Yeah, exactly, man. He's getting my DFA of the day. DFA of the day. All right, guys, so your boy's cooked. Not feeling good, under the weather. I'm going to rest because you got the Giants tomorrow. The hated ones. Up in San Francisco, the first meeting of the season. One of the great rivalries in all of sports takes place tomorrow up at